impeachment complaint?
When?
Well, I have said this earlier, no? Regardless of the result of the survey, we have a constitutional duty that we really have to face. There is nothing which is more supreme than the Philippine Constitution, sapagkat ito po ang mandato ng taong bayan. So regardless of the result of the survey, mataas man ang porsyento ng sumusuporta sa impeachment or mababa man ang porsyento ng sumusuporta sa impeachment, this is mandatory for us to conduct a trial.
Ang dun sa issue ng political persecution.
Alam mo, what everybody should consider is the constitutional mandate. Regardless of what is the result of the survey, what is primordial this time is the mandate of the Constitution. And that is the stand of the prosecution team ever since, to do what is being provided under the Constitution. And we look forward that this will be the same position of the Senate as they convene on July 28. Because at the end of the day, what we should understand, this is a constitutional duty that we really have to face. Regardless of all the surveys, kung ano man ang sinasabi ng mga Filipino sa surveys, whether mas marami ba ang pabor sa impeachment or mas kakaunti ba ang pabor sa impeachment, the glaring truth is we have a constitutional duty that we really have to face, and that is to try the impeachment case.
Pero naniniwala po kayo na kapag nagsimula magbabago yung isip itong mga tutulong?
Yes, and it has been our position and humble submission. Ito po yung matagal nang sinasabi ng prosecution team. We have ample and strong evidence supporting the 7 articles of impeachment. And we honestly believe once we are allowed to proceed to the presentation of evidence, a lot of Filipinos will be watching and will be basing their respective position on the evidence that they will be seeing during the trial. And that is why it is very important that we proceed to trial.
Never miss a story, unlock exclusive.
Para i-dismiss nga itong impeachment complaint.
When?
Well, I have said this earlier, no? Regardless of the result of the survey, we have a constitutional duty that we really have to face. There is nothing which is more supreme than the Philippine Constitution, sapagkat ito po ang mandato ng taong bayan. So regardless of the result of the survey, mataas man ang porsyento ng sumusuporta sa impeachment or mababa man ang porsyento ng sumusuporta sa impeachment, this is mandatory for us to conduct a trial.
Ang dun sa issue ng political persecution.
Growing your dream business.
That is political persecution. Pero kung may ebidensya, that is a legitimate prosecution. As far as we are concerned, we have ample and strong evidence supporting the 7 articles of impeachment.
Bakit sa 44% say Filipinos saying na deliberately daw po dinidelay ng Senado itong impeachment trial, nag-iinuwang ito nga paulit-ulit na pagsasalita ng mga senator judges na dapat po ay hindi na nila ginagawa, ay nakaka-apekto po doon sa sentiment of outcome.
Somehow, yes. But we have to understand also, hindi lang mga senator judges ang nagsasalita. A lot of deans of colleges of law have spoken. A lot of legal experts have spoken. And even the chairperson of the 1987 Constitutional Commission have spoken. We need to proceed to trial right now because that is the mandate of our Constitution.
Why is it that despite those marami pa rin ang iniwala na walang masinabi?
It is because there are senator judges who are opining otherwise. And we have to consider also that the Duterte family still has significant number of supporters. And that is why there's a need really for us to proceed to the presentation of evidence so that the people will have an ample opportunity to assess really if we have a basis to proceed to this prayed for. That is, of course, the removal and the perpetual disqualification.
Are you not concerned na kung pwede po masway yung public sentiment because of the public announcements of the senator judges on impeachment?
that is one of the possibilities, but we have to consider really kung ano ba talaga ang iminamandato sa atin ng Constitution, no? The people are entitled to see the evidence of the prosecution. So, at the end of the day, sabi ko naman, after we are done with the presentation of the evidence, they can either vote to convict or to acquit. So, I believe there is nothing to lose, no? If they will allow the prosecution to proceed with the presentation of evidence.
Yun nga po lang, Marian, yung sinabi mong data is incomplete, di ba? Marami pa rin undecided.
Disagree, sir. The 42% disagree with the impeachment committee.
And the
32% lang yung nataas.
undecided, there's still, marami pa rin undecided, no? So, talagang inaantay pa rin, no? Yung gusto nilang mapanood, yung magkaroon ng impeachment trial. So, hindi tayo po pwedeng, no? Hindi natin po pwedeng panghawakan yung survey na yan dahil napakadami pa rin talagang undecided, no? Na talagang gustong mapanood at gustong makita kung ano talaga yung nilalaman, no? Na ebidensya na ipepresenta ng prosecutor.
If they're so confident about the survey, then why are they still pushing for dismissal of the impeachment case? Eh, sabi nga nila, the people's leanings is towards their advantage. So why are they afraid to have the impeachment trial to proceed? Eh, kung kampante naman sila dun sa survey nila, ba't nila i-dismiss? So I guess that's a kind of conflicting altogether, believing in the survey and yet pushing for dismissal of the case.
Mamunahin lang natin yung result about dun sa pag-delay ng trial. Sa SWS survey, 44% believe the Senate is delaying the trial, 22% were undecided, and 25% don't believe. Ano pong masasabi niyo?
Let me focus dun sa 44% of the survey believe that the Senate is delaying the trial. I think most of the Filipinos are watching really what is happening. And we had a previous survey before na 88% wanted an impeachment trial. Tama ba to? No? So, I believe that this is in line with the general sentiment to see really the evidence supporting the impeachment complaint, no? So, going back to that 44%, it started since February 5 pa. I think with our interpretation of the word forthwith, medyo na-frustrate ang ating mga kababayan that we did not proceed right away to trial. And then when we resumed, I believe that most of the Filipinos were expecting already that there will be trial, and yet hindi rin po natuloy. So come this 20th Congress, I believe that all Filipinos are waiting, expecting, and anticipating na this time around ay matutuloy na ang pinakahihintay nilang impeachment trial, no? I do agree with that 44% na naniniwala na nadidelay ng Senado itong impeachment trial. As to whatever is their intention in doing that, we will leave that to them. After all, they are the impeachment court.
Ma'am, yung isang part natin ng survey, sabi po dito, 32% agree, 18% were undecided, and 42% disagreed with the impeachment committee. Ano pong masasabi niyo?
Well, of course, we understand that there's a significant number still of Filipinos who support the Dutertes. No, we are surrounded by different incidents that happened in the past. Nagkaroon ng ICC arrest ng former president. Pagkatapos, ito namang mga issues concerning the impeachment trial. So, what is important for me is all the Filipinos are watching and they are maintaining their own stand and opinion on these issues, no? But I guess what is important this time is for us to follow the mandate of the people. to follow what is provided in the Constitution. At ito yung palaging sinasabi ng prosecution panel, that is to try this impeachment case, no? Bagaman merong percentage na ganyan na hindi naniniwala, I understand that there is a significant percentage also of the Filipinos who believe in the significance of this impeachment complaint.
Ma'am, anong implications kung may deliberate delay sa impeachment proceedings?
Well, I wish to give them the benefit of the doubt with respect to their intention on all the delays that is happening with respect to the impeachment trial, no? But as to the delay, meron tayong kasabihan, justice delayed is justice denied, no? But then as far as the prosecution team is concerned, we remain ready in proceeding to the trial of this impeachment case.
Senate take into consideration